anything you see posted on any page, group, or wherever on social media, you take and just believe this is what it is. You have to find a way to learn how to verify information. Well, glad news is I'm alive, says Yakubu Gowon. If you also look on the Vanguard, you see this: ambassadors recall, envoys stranded as federal government foot drags on implementation. And then Israel intensifies attack, enforces total blockade of Gaza. Hamas threaten to kill hostages. That's what you would also find on the Vanguard newspaper. Israel has said, we are all out attack and we're crushing you guys. That's what this is about. How Obasanjo, Soyinka, Akintoye, Adebanjo, others secured my release. Sunday Igboho. That's also a headline on the Vanguard newspaper. We now dive quickly into the Punch. And here you would see federal government denies subsidy return. More fuel stations shut down. Interesting thing, if you listen to Mele Kyari, something he said they know the challenges that marketers are facing, but he did not state what the challenges are or what the challenge is. I think it would have made a lot of sense if he had said this is why and this is why and that is why. But he only highlighted one thing where he said the issues with distribution. That is why. So why does this distribution problem come up every now and then? It is not the first time that excuse has been given for a reason why we're having, scarcity of the product at filling stations. Well, another headline here before we go for a quick break. No crack in Bayelsa APC, says Chieftain. Shift to solid minerals will boost revenue, Alake. Those are some of the headlines you would see on the Punch. Also, domestic airlines demand jet fuel import license. Forex. That is also on the Punch newspaper. Join us live on Facebook at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. You can watch live and drop your comments as well. You can also use the WhatsApp number 0809 030 6416. 0809 030 6416. We'll be back, and when we return, we'll take your calls and look at some more headlines. Do stay tuned. Consortia to fix dilapidated pipelines, NNPC Limited. That you would see boldly written on the Punch. And concerns as commercial sex workers invade Lagos malls, lure men. That is also on the Punch newspaper. Let's see what we have now on The Nation. Don't forget that you can take advantage of our WhatsApp portal and send in your messages. 0809-030-6416. The WhatsApp, the Facebook page is Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. You can also join us there. You can watch live, listen to us from wherever you are in the world, and most importantly, make your contributions. On The Nation newspaper, Tinubu, I'm focused on lifting Nigeria to greatness. That is what you would see on The Nation newspaper. World economy incomplete without prosperous Africa. World economy incomplete without prosperous Africa. That's a headline too on The Nation newspaper. And this one says why we must correct Africa's poor leadership style. Impeachment. Protesters warn against lawmakers Muslim Ondo State. And okay, I think that's those are some of the headlines you would see on The Nation newspaper. I'll just see if we can squeeze in one more and look at what we have on the Daily Times before we get on to the phone lines. Let's see what we have on the Daily Times newspaper this morning. Already we have a few messages coming in on WhatsApp. We'll just take a few of those as well. But join us on Facebook quickly, Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. A few comments here on Facebook. Alex Onwuru says the John Crammer Grammar School can best be described as a forest now. It was a standard boarding school for both gender, standard academic and non-academic staff residents. I think the first point leading to the dilapidation of the school was insecurity. Such a school without fences, no protection. The government should, as a matter of urgency, do something about the school. And I'm hearing, the people there calling on the state government, and I'm asking one critical question: where is the local government that is directly seeing the school every single day? Where are the councillors who are in that community? Your local government chairman. Is he not aware? Does he not know that there's a school of that nature that is that bad? Shouldn't that be part of a project he would look at and say, let's resuscitate this? I think we have to begin to learn to hold everyone accountable, because it's very quick. We say the state government, forgetting that there is also a government that lives with us, very close to us, that gets allocations every single month, that have a budget plan, and I know that there should be monies allocated for education. So what are they doing at the local government levels to improve infrastructures of schools in their domain and ensure that the ones that have already been built there and do not become are not what's the word now? Oh goodness me. Do not become dilapidated, or are not thugs or hoodlums do not use those places for their activities. What are they doing about those, and why aren't people really calling on their local government chairman in these sort of issues? Brown Samuel says, please treat as urgent. There's a school in Abua Odwa, Aruguya Community Secondary School. The principal has continued to collect illegal fees from students. My daughter called me yesterday to inform me that she was sent out by the principal that she has to bring 6,000 naira as admission fee, even as she passed from SS1 to SS2. You gave us the name of the principal. Okay. He has been collecting fees from students for a long time. All right. For whatever reason, I can't just call out the name of the principal, because we'd have to also find out what you're saying. And Brown Samuel, if it's possible that you send us your contact or something on WhatsApp, just send us a message on WhatsApp with your name stated, so we can have your contact and then also speak with you privately. Okay, I'll call out the WhatsApp number now, Brown, if you're listening, so you do that for us. 0809 030-6416. 0809-030-6416. Thank you very much. All right. Yeah, boy, I'll get in touch with the council there and understand what's happening. This person says he's watching from Omok. Okay. Eunice watching from Abuja. All right. Thank you very much, guys. Let's go to the phone lines. 0817-923-0007. Again, 0817-923-0007 is the number to call. You can also reach us on 0817-923-0003. 0817-923-0003. Either of those numbers, and you have access to us in the studio. So please do well to join us. Oh, goodness me. Slight issues with our phone line, so just give us a minute to get that sorted out. We'll be taking your WhatsApp messages as we try to get this sorted out with the phone. We're having slight issues with the phone lines. We just have our engineers come in here and work on it. But then let's get on to your WhatsApp messages first. Another person here says, good morning, Patrick Amadi from Eche. I'm alive, Yakubu Gowon. I want to use this medium to urge media guys to mind what they post. Patrick Amadi. When I saw that post, I didn't need too much to confirm it. In fact, the way it was written was enough to say this is not professional. This is like, and you know the funny thing, people just post these things on their WhatsApp status and that's it. They just copy it and that's it. They're posting. Another message here. That joint grammar school we are talking about doesn't seem to be a concern to the local government. And most times, those who have local government offices don't have any clue or reason to be in government offices. This is the bane to our development. And then what are the people doing? Because if we don't hold them accountable and you don't let them know that you are here to work, then what everybody's just going to keep shifting and leaving them like that. And so what happens? If you think that they're not doing what they ought to do, then it's your job as the people in that community, in that local government who voted for them, to hold them accountable. You have to begin to do that. Good morning, Andrew. This one says, greetings. I'm focused on lifting Nigeria to greatness, says Tinubu. We can't wait to see the greatness. Thank God Ability Atuegbu sent that message. This person says, NNPC denying reintroduction of fuel subsidy is ideal because federal government can't be paying for it and we still buy PMS above 500 naira per litre. I spoke with the Pengansin Port Harcourt Zone chairman yesterday and he was explaining why we still buy at this price. He says the intervention of the government is why you're still buying at 500. If the government was not intervening and we look at the current landing cost and the price of the barrel per crude per barrel in the international market with regards to the dollar and the naira, you would not be buying at 500. You should be buying way above 500. So their conclusion was somebody somewhere is taking a percentage of the cost to ensure that it doesn't go far above this price. That was the explanation. I support the Israel Prime Minister. They should use force on the Hamas group. This is from Lorenzo Delight. Federal government should stop denying paying for subsidy and make petrol available to avoid the anger of the masses. Christian Williams from Igbo. Please, I don't know if Ashley, if you can hear me, please, we need you in the studio. Thank you very much. Ashley, if you can hear me, please, we need you in the studio. Thank you. Israeli attack. It appears each time the Palestinian government wants to sacrifice people of Gaza, they will go and attack Israel, knowing too well that Israel will come back to attack Gazans. And well, I don't know about that. Thank God. Good morning. I'm alive, says Yakubu Gowon, but people and social media influencers should stop all these fake reports. Please, let's stop this and help the country. Obiajunwa, thank God, sent that message in. Top of the morning, do you expect the managing director of the NNPC Limited to tell you that subsidy has returned? On the issue of tribunal, upholding the election of PDP candidates in Rivers State. We welcome it with our hearts. Thank God ability at Twigbo sent that one in. This one says, good morning. Wike Tinubu Alliance should even wax stronger if it will bring serious developmental benefits to the state. Development matters much more than party difference. This is coming from Kinsley Onwuka on Facebook. This one says, Tamano Saki Jumbo. The attack on Israel by Hamas militant group in Gaza is very severe and condemnable. World leaders should rise and put an end to this impending war. Okay, let's go to Bori now. Clinton is on the line. We have our phone lines back up. Clinton, good morning to you. And thank you for staying on the line. Go ahead.
Good morning, Andrew.
Good morning.
I want to state that INEC have failed Nigerians. Despite the huge amount of money that was budgeted for them in 2022, about 355 billion naira for elections, and they are coming to tell Nigerians that they will transmit the Bayelsa election manually. So what did they use all the money budgeted for? And what was the credibility of the Nigerian electoral system, sir? I think there's need for huge restructuring. There's a restructuring in that system because we are not getting it. We cannot get it right going like this in Nigeria. Then on the tribunal judgment in Rivers State, it was expected because with this kind of judicial system we have in this country where you just win by any means and at the end go to the court and get judgment, we will never get it right. So I think that the institutions in Nigeria should be left alone and given back a strong backing so that they can give judgment independently in Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Susie's in Erema. Susie, good morning.
Good morning, Andrew.
Welcome.
Let me talk about the issue concerning saying I'm ready and alive. I think there are things we have to do, like you have advised on social media. We shouldn't take everything hook, line, and sinker. Gowon actually presided over this country. And one thing I could remember vividly about him is that he actually created Port Harcourt on 27th of May 1967. And at the same time, he brought out the Alternative Dispute Resolution magazine, or an axiom, that talks about the issue concerning no victor, no vanquished. And on the issue of the school that is located at Ahoda West, you have actually finished the whole explanation. Why should indigenous or citizens of a community go and start vandalizing? They tell me I did not school at any government-built school. In a primary school that was built by 8th grade, in the community people contributed money to build school, and they were farmers and fishermen and hunters. So as we speak now, we now have people, men, who are even working in an oil company. People are even collecting money from the oil company that operates in their region and their communities, and they are giving them envelope money like Irema, who that collect 24 million every year. But you will never see them pin any one pole. They are who that West school you're talking about now from that particular community. These people are getting things from the oil company. So how come the indigenous, the elites of this place cannot even put a zinc? Even when we expected that government will come and do things for us, we should do the one that we could do at a particular point in time. But we wait for government all the time. Yes, we know that government sign an understanding as a social contract. But must we now wait for government to come before we begin to grow or begin to progress in our communities? And
all right, Susie, thank you.
If the community are going to...
Let's go to Ida in Nkoro now. Thank you, Susie. Ida, good morning.
Thank you very much. I want to talk about the school too. I'm pleased with the Commissioner for Education. The governor cannot go to every year. That's why I appoint these commissioners. She please come to Nkoro. That's something that is happening.
Ida, you'd have to call us back for whatever reason. I think you were interrupted by a service provider. Akanto is in Bori. Good morning.
Good morning, my friend Andrew.
You're welcome, Akanto.
How are you doing this morning?
Fantastic. Go ahead.
Yes, let me congratulate the winner of the court tribunal case in the tribunal. That the victory was given to him. I think this is in a field of politics. There is no victor, there is no vanquish. I want to congratulate him. The election outcome and this is a post-election era. I want to urge him to carry every person in Ghana and Ghana Federal Constitution along. There should be an egalitarian leadership. This is a time for him. I want to congratulate him. Then the issue of school, I think I have been saying it, Andrew, on this platform, that we should not leave school in the hands of the government alone. What is the stake of the student association? Yes, yesterday I visited Bilabi Memorial Grammar School yesterday. I see a very fantastic work that has been carried out by the Old Boy Association of USC of Bilabi Memorial. Go to the school, see the fantastic job they are doing there. And I want to beseech other people, including I, who is calling, that let us visit our school and do something about it, rehabilitate our school. That is our alma mater. Without school, there will not be Andrew talking today. I want to be a country. There will be JAD. If I should visit our school and do something. Right, and it's not finally, it's about sex workers. Sex workers, these guys are invaded into the residence of our male and then force them, you want to lure them into sex. My brother, I don't know what Nigeria is turning to. And that is a clear case against humanity. Women invading resident men, luring them into sex. I will sue those women.
All right, Akanto, thank you very much. But it wasn't the residents; it was say the sex workers now, overtaking malls in Lagos. That's what the headline said. Going into malls and trying to find clients there. That's the concern that was raised. Let's go to HA now. Lugard is on the line. Lugard, good morning.
Yeah, Andrew.
Welcome.
Greetings from HA to you. Good morning.
Good morning. Greetings to you.
Yes, Andrew, you asked us question that what about our councillors and chairmen of our councils? Andrew, that question is a very good question. Andrew, you have been in this for a very long time. I know you when you are in the other station, and now you are in this station too. Andrew, have you had our councillor speak any day? Have you had councillors that are representing us? Have you had them complaining of what we are passing through? Apart from we callers that are digging deep, moving around our rural areas, telling you, reporting to the people what we are passing through. So for me, our councillors are just there for their own selfish interests. They are there for only their salary and their taxes. But look, man, I'm going to contest for councillor next year so that I will correct the wrongs. Finally, Andrew, the tribunal dismissing APC and the other parties, for me, it's not a good one. The tribunal is not doing us justice at all. We believe that court, judiciary is the last hope of the common man. But what we are seeing today is who pays the highest, gets the highest judgment. You are aware too that even though party withdraws, a candidate have right to prosecute his matter, of which we are going to challenge it in the tribunal. John Kramer High School, I want to call on the state governor. Even in my own local government, state school Marapok, bushes are taking over that place now. That place is like a forest. Then what are we saying here? That the government that is not ready to education? Well, no problem. We are watching.
All right, Lugard, thank you very much. And just to even mention, the one in John Kramer isn't the only school, because I think sometime I also told you guys about why being to the West, and there's another school, community primary school in Awunugboko community. That's also in Outer West. And goodness me, it's not something you want to look at. So it brings me to still ask the same very important questions. Who is talking to? How did the school? Where's the education administrator, or what do they call them at the local level? The supervisors that are supposed to even visit these schools on a regular basis to see whether teachers are there, what are these people doing? If they're not doing their job, who is punishing? Who is not? Who is supposed to give back these reports? Who are the officers that are supposed to go to these local areas, look at the state of these schools, and come back and report to who you need to report to? Have you been doing that? You that is supposed to get this report and you have not gotten the report 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. Have you asked questions? Why have we not seen? The local government chairman, is it that you don't go around and see, what can we do? These schools are becoming really bad. Well, are your kids attending those schools? Counselors, what are you doing there? In fact, as small as ward leaders and unit leaders, and what are all of you doing? How can our system and infrastructure for schools get to a state that it becomes so bad, and we just wake up one morning and start shouting the state government as though we did not see it gradually getting to what it is now? Everybody needs to put their hands on deck. Uche Ken is in a chair. Uche Ken, good morning.
Yes, Andrew, good morning, sir.
Welcome. Good morning to you.
Let me quickly look at school in Jonkrama, lamenting over deplorable state. I want to say, while we are busy waiting for state government, we should also ask questions what some of the council chairmen are doing with their location. Does it mean they cannot go to their various local government or wards to see what is happening in some schools? Go to this state school at Woku here, secondary school. I visited there yesterday and last week. You see students sitting on the floor to write. What would they learn? What would they understand? Please, while we are busy waiting for state government and federal government to come and do something, local government chairman, what are you doing? And for those asking councillors to come and say something, what do you want them to say? So local government chairman has taken the responsibility of the councillors. I must tell you because I've been a vice chairman before. So that is by the way. Oma people in Kega, they say they have not nominated or produced council chairman before, since the creation of Kega or Ifere local government. Please, I want to say let it go round because we are experiencing such in Osuzo clan too. They should give these people opportunity. Then finally, President Tinubu appoints more media advisors into his cabinet. I must confess that this is a good news. And I must also tell us that President Tinubu came prepared because he understood that many hands makes work easier. I don't know this morning if I should mind my business or I should also ask if such should be done in my state here. Please, my own governor, you have to do something because some ministries are just lying west. Some ministries are just silent. It looks as if nothing is happening here. I can tell you it is affecting our economy. Something should be done.
Thank you very much, Uche Ken. Let's go to Justice in Omudiga. Justice, good morning.
Andrew, good morning.
Yes, go on, Justice.
Andrew, the name is Omudioga.
Omudioga. Thank you very much. I had it wrongly. I had it wrongly spelt. Apologies. Yes. Go ahead.
Okay, sorry. Delivery of passport from next year. I think for the past 1 month, I have been following the activities of the Ministry of Interior. The Minister of Interior, Olubimi Ojo, how fast passports has been produced, how many passports have been cleared. I think with what this man has done in the last 1 month, it is very encouraging. If federal government can do home delivery of passports, it will save Nigerians a lot of stress, resources, and time. Here you be in your house and passport will be delivered to you. I think it's a very, very good one. It means we are growing.
Hello, Justice.
Andrew, can you hear
Yes,
me?
we can hear you. Please wrap up quickly.
Okay. Andrew, it is not only in Jonkrama that we have schools in bad shape in River State. Andrew, over 70% of schools, rural schools in rural areas in River State are in bad shape. Andrew, let me give you eyewitness report from Omudioga. Students in community secondary school, Omudioga, don't have access to water. They don't have access to water. What they do is that when they go for break, they walk inside the community to come and fetch water to drink. These are students, these are pupils that don't know their left and their right. They're on a very busy road. They go to the community, inside the community. All
right, Justice, well said. Noted, but we have to move on to another caller. We don't have a lot of time. Let's go to Ida in Koro. Thank you. It's noted. We'll get a correspondent to still visit some of these areas.
The last thing I want to say, my council chairman, right, Honorable Yada Kukiga, send the supervisor for education out to go and check many schools. And they want to do something about it. And I'm pleading with the Commissioner for Education to please come to Nkoro Kingdom and do something. I'm going to the tribunal matter too. Tribunal matter. Yes, River State, during the election, River State was very peaceful. Election, and the election just like a carnival. So I believe that all PDP members is going to win their tribunal case.
All right, Ida, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. God bless you.
All right, we would prefer to hear from the local government chairman for Opobo Nkoro and himself and what he's saying. So we do not take your assumptions for it until that time. We go for a short commercial now, and when we return from that, business news comes afterwards. Good morning.